What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. Now, before we get started with today's video, excuse me, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows? Maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store. Excuse me. On the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did last year is a collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing is absolutely beautiful. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, but honestly, it really doesn't make much of a damn, because I am going to be getting this card graded, but I never came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 70% of you guys, literally more than 79% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not subscribed, and you want more of the content, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media, and smash that thumbs up button. All of my social media ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: what is your all-time favorite deck, your all-time favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck to play the most? Let me know down in the comments below. And for today's video, we are going to be talking, and for today's video, we got another 5 new cards that will be released in Legacy of Destruction, including some new Gold Pride support and Goblin Rider support. Yeah, Goblin Rider and Gold Pride are getting new support. So, honestly, Gold Pride, Goblin Riders, I mean, those archetypes, they're decent, but they legit need more support in order for them to become a really good deck. Like, in my opinion, I feel like that these archetypes could have been released in one of the deck build sets, kind of like with with sets like Genesis Impact and Valiant Smashers and shit like that. I feel like it could have been in sets like those, but it is what it is. But I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's get straight into it. And kicking these off is a brand new normal trap card known as Equation System Cannon. And as I said, it is a normal trap. That reads the following effect. Banish 2 Xyz monsters with the same rank and a fusion monster from your extra deck whose combined levels and ranks equal the total number of cards on the field and in both players' hands. Then you can return one each of your banished fusion and Xyz monsters to the extra deck whose combined level and rank equal the level or rank of one face-up monster your opponent controls, then banish all cards your opponent controls. Yeah, this is a bit of a confusing one, but basically all you do is you banish a few cards from your extra deck that in where their levels and ranks are combined are equal to the total number of cards that are already on the field and in both players' hands, which could add up to like 12 for all we know. And then not only would you be able to return one of them, one of each, back to your extra deck, but you also get to pretty much wipe out your opponent's whole board, which is absolutely insane. Not much else to say about that. This is essentially your board-breaking, like, nasty card. Obviously, yes, it is a bit too conditional, but it is interesting to see that cards like what is it? Excuse me. Cards like Macrocosmos and cards like Dark Master or Dark Law are being influenced by Konami to release cards like this. And honestly, it's again as I said, it is a bit too conditional. But what's interesting about this is that it could be used perfectly in mirror matches. And it can also be used against decks like Kashtira, Tearlament, and even also Dragon Link as well. Which, funny enough, Dragon Link is still running rampant by the standards of 2024 Yu-Gi-Oh, which is pretty crazy. But still a bit too conditional. But it's also a bit too gimmicky in my honest opinion. But that's probably just me. But we got to move on to the first of two brand new Gold Prime monsters and the cards. Sorry, they're both monsters. Let's just be real. So the first one up is Gold Pride Assassinator, which is a 5-star Earth Machine tuner with 1800 attack, 800 defense, and both of its effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads: if your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can special summon this card from your hand. Basically a Cyber Dragon. And you know damn well when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, anytime you ever see a card, a monster card that has a Cyber Dragon effect, you know, I've said this before, you know damn well it is going to be a nasty card. This one might not be so different, but it could also be. Let's find out. Because its second effect reads, you can banish one other Gold Prime monster from your hand, face up, field, or grave that has a level. Special summon one Gold Pride token, which is a Dark Machine with 0 attack and defense with the same level. Also, this card cannot be used as material for a fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link summon for the rest of the turn, unless it is for a Gold Pride monster. There it is. There it is. So if you have, let's say you have a 1-star like gold prize, or you know what? No. Let's say you have a 3-star gold prize monster. You can banish it and summon a token with the same level, and then you can use it plus this card, Gold Pride Assassinator, to go into this card, which is known as Gold Pride Annihilator, which is an 8-star Dark Warrior Synchro with 2700 attack, 1700 defense, and it requires a tuner and 1 or more non-tuners. So sort of generic, but kind of not. And the first effect is a once per turn, which reads, actually both of its effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads, during your opponent's turn as a quick effect, you can target 1 Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link monster on the field. Excuse me. Or up to 2 if your life points are lower than your opponent's. Destroy it. Basically, you have yourself a trap hole. You have yourself a trap hole for the extra deck, which is pretty crazy. It's a pop. You can never go wrong with that. The second effect reads, once per turn during the end phase, if this card's first effect was activated this turn, return this card to the extra deck and special summon 1 Gold Pride Assassinator from your deck or grave. So essentially it becomes like a... So essentially with this second effect, it becomes a compulse cyber rev system where you bounce this card back into the extra deck and you can summon a not assassinator from either the deck or grave. Normally with the cyber res system effect, it would be from the hand or grave, but this is from the deck or grave, which is actually kind of even more cracked, because if you summon Assassinator from your deck, not only are you thinning out the deck by 1 card, but you're also ensuring that you're able to see more of your combo pieces that you need the most, or you could also see as well some of your meta staples that you desperately need. Cards like maybe Ash Blossom, cards like Ghost Bell, or maybe even a card like, say, Monster Reborn, and you can resummon a monster and just combo off from there. Which again, it is something to definitely think about. But now we gotta talk about the brand new Goblin Riders support, and the first one is known as Goblin Rider Grail Trio, which is a rank 3 Light Warrior Xyz. Excuse me. With 1700 attack, 0 defense, and it requires 2 or more level 3 monsters. And it has 3 separate effects. The first effect reads, if there are 3 or more Xyz materials attached to monsters on this card on the field, your goblin monsters can attack directly. Yeah, basically just you can deal your opponent 1700 damage, you can deal your opponent 2000 damage, 1500. This card just essentially just spells out game. It spells out you have game. Unless if your opponent has a card like, say, Drowning Mirror Force, in which case you're pretty much fucked. But still, not bad. Being able to just attack directly for game, potentially, That's not bad. Not bad at all. The second effect reads, once per turn, if a monster is normal or special summon while this monster is on the field, you can target one of them, detach one material from a monster on the field. Sorry, one Xyz material from a monster on the field. And if you do, change the targeted monster's battle position. I mean, it could be from defense to attack, or vice versa. It's essentially zero gravity, pretty much. Not a whole lot to say. The third effect says, once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can detach one Xyz material from a monster on the field, and if you do, negate the attack. Funny enough, you don't even have to detach this card's own materials to use this card's effect, which is insane. And plus, not only that, cards like Overlay Regen, cards like Overlay Eater, Overlay Owl is definitely another one, and even also cards like Xyz Import are going to definitely become huge factors with the Goblin Rider archetype. With this archetype, and funny enough, the more materials you have on a card like this, the more materials you're gonna have for Zeus, which could end up becoming like a literally like a 7 material, 8 material Zeus, which gives you not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 board wipes right then and there. Or you could even go into anti-Zeus and be able to ensure that your board doesn't get screwed over by your opponent's Zeus, which is pretty insane. But now we have one more card to talk about, and it's known as Goblin Biker Pileup, which is a normal trap, and the effect and both of its effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads, target one Xyz monster you control, special summon one Goblin Xyz monster from your extra deck using that monster you control as material. And if you do, attach this card to it as an additional material, which this is treated as an Xyz summon. Second effect reads, you can banish this card from your grave, target one Goblin Xyz monster you control, and one card in either grave. Attach the second target to the first target as material. This is basically your Xyz Import on steroids. Like, not only does this have not only is this a much more steroidized version, literally a drugged version of a fucking rank up magic spell, but it also has the effect of Xyz Import. It's 2 spells rolled into a single trap. I got a feeling Goblin Rider. I got a feeling that the Goblin Rider archetype might just end up being the might just end up being the meta. I mean, it's possible, but only time will tell. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.